Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. Today is Tuesday, August 19th, which means we have a new Atomic Shop weekly update that starts today, Tuesday, August 19th. It goes to next Tuesday, August 26th, 2025. As you can see, we got some nice new items here in the featured section. The Raider Boil, which is pretty awesome. The Raider Outpost Bundle, 1,500 items for that bad boy. Let's take a look at that real quick. Nice. Nice little items in here. Make sure you take a look at the description. Just don't look at the pictures so you know what you're getting, of course. Pretty awesome. This looks very interesting. The Raider Mirelurk Boil, 500 items by itself. Make sure to get a good dinner in before you go off raiding. Generates Mirelurk food. All right, good stuff. Cannot be built inside of a shelter. So this is a nice little camp resource here. So we have what's called a Mirelurk steamer here in the game. It not only collects Mirelurk meat, but it cooks it at the same time. And it will count as eat a cooked meal, eat a meat-based meal. And it doesn't matter if you're a herbivore, you can still utilize items like this for daily, weekly challenges and such, which we talk about here a lot in the channel. So I definitely will be purchasing this and making a little review on it a little bit later. And we'll find out for sure if it's the same exact thing as a Mirelurk steamer, but we'll find out for sure. The Raider Weapons Workbench, 500 items, so that's pretty cool. A nice little reskin of the Weapons Workbench. Very nice. Very nice looking for sure. Love it. I love that. Raider Speed Bag, 500 items for a speed bag, so that's interesting. We do have a speed bag in the game already. We've had it for a very, very long time, like years. And I believe this will be under... I believe it's under miscellaneous, yeah. It's under the miscellaneous structures in the build menu, but I do have the OG speed bag, but this one does look a lot cooler for sure. I don't know if I want to be hitting my knuckles against that skull there, but that'd be quite interesting. Raider Skull Pile, 500 atoms. Skull Pile is a grisly place for a dog to dig. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So if you do have a doggo pet in your camp, just very similar to I think it's a pile with a few bones, but not that many bones already. It just gives your dog a little something to do. And I find usually after he goes and digs down like that, usually he gives you a legendary item afterwards, kind of thing. Doesn't happen every single time, but I find it happens often enough, so that's very interesting. Raider Shooting Target, 250 atoms for that bad boy. Okay. Looks like we got old Dr. Bones beside him there. Interesting. Halloween Paint for the Cremator, 500 atoms. So just a paint for the Cremator if you happen to have that weapon. Pretty sharp. All right, we had the Wheel and a Deal. We got this one here last week, the Corvega Dealership Bundle. So original cost is 1,500 atoms. Nice little bundle there. I'm still on the fence about this, guys. The Corvega showroom for 700 items. I'm still on the fence for that prefab. Like, I have some ideas in my head of what I want to do with it, but yeah, I'm on the fence with it. Cherry Bomb Ride, 500 atoms. We have a lot of similar rides like this here in the game. This is just basically a reskin of that bad boy. The auto vent, which is just basically a vending machine, and I made a little video on this here last week, and I made a separate video showing how vending machines work in general and how to power them and all that such, and you can check out those two videos if you so wish. Fireworks launcher, again, had this for quite some time. It does need a wired hookup from a generator, as you can see, but it's a very nice little fireworks launcher there. It's pretty cool. Hills Are Alive emote. I've had this one for quite some time as well. The Corvega wall poster set, 300 atoms. Pretty sharp there. Corvega runner rug, 250 atoms. Good size rug, as you can see there. With that player. Nice. British Hits Best of the Best, we have the KD Inkwell bundle. 50% off. Original cost is 1,800. Discount is 900. And again, before you buy these big bundles, make sure you read the description so you know what you're getting in the bundle. Just don't go off the pictures, okay? New Home Mega Bundle, 40% off. Original cost is 2,500 atoms. Our discount is 1,000. Okay. Some nice items in here. Again, make sure you read the description. Just don't look at the pictures before you buy this stuff. That small Baltec prototype generator, that's a really nice generator. It's nice and small, doesn't produce any smoke, generates 3 power. That's actually a real nice one. Cash register vending machine. There's like, I think there's 4 different ones. It's this one, gold, red, and a silverish looking one. It's pretty cool. Again, just a reskin of the vending machine. And a temporary housing kit looks something very similar to the Overseer's home, but I do have one of my little houses in my current camp. That kit there's a nice little camp kit. Wasteland Night Paint, 50% off for 600 items. Just a power armor paint for you, different types of power armors you can see in the bottom there. It's like old Rhino there. Abandoned Mine, 35% off for 975 atoms. Pretty cool. It's a pretty good spot there. Wow. Nice. I wish this section, we talk about a lot in the channel. They did it a couple months ago, but the greatest hits, best, the best. They had everything 50% off, and I love it. That's the way it should be. This section should be everything 50% off, and they're close. But there was only one time a few months ago where everything was 50% off. Floor Walker backpack, 50% off for 250 items. Again, it is not a backpack. It is a skin for the smaller standard backpack, and you apply it to your backpack as a mod at the Armor Workbench. Park Swimsuits, 50% off for 400 atoms. Army Issue Paint, 50% off for 250 atoms for the shotgun. Looks like the side-by-side. Not just any shotgun. Double-barrel shotgun right there, okay? Call it a side-by-side, I guess. Responders Kit, I can't remember exactly where I got this for quite some time. I think it might have been off an old scoreboard from years ago. Nice little kit, and actually, again, one of my little houses that I have in my current camp. You can check that out, the daily weekly challenge video. And I did a camp tour video there a couple weeks ago. But I do have that camp kit as one of my little houses there in that little village camp I have going on. All right, farm to market again. The last 6 days for this. It's funny how they have it right after, because usually you have to kind of keep going. I'm glad they changed that. Farmers market bundle, 1,800 items. Again, these market stands are not vendors. They're just under miscellaneous structures, I believe it was. Yeah. Summer Thunder bundle, which the cost is 2,000. A little discounted for me because they own some items in here. Again, the Doctor's Order cigarette machine, very good camp resource to have. It not only collects chems, it does collect buried mentats, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. Collects more so cigarettes, packets of cigarettes, and cigars. But again, that stuff's good for cloth and asbestos. So, and for daily, weekly challenges, really good one to have for sure. And of course, a weather station. Usually, weather station by itself will cost you 1,200 atoms, but there's Thunderstorm 1. I actually don't mind the Thunderstorm 1. I don't have it myself, but I've seen other players' camps. Looks pretty cool. Farm Cat, 800 atoms. Again, as I mentioned, I do have a video I made in December 2024, how to place the item down for your animal, either a dog or a cat, how to craft the collar, put it on them, etc. So you could check out that video if you're on the fence. But I do recommend at least one pet in your camp, because they do, it seems like every day I log on, that cat or dog gives me a legendary item, which you can scrap or what you can do with it. Pretty cool. Weather Station Thunderstorm by itself, again, 1,200 atoms. Again, this will be under appliances, and it does need a wired hookup from a generator, usually 3 power. Doctor's Order cigarette machine, again, by itself. I believe it was 500 or 700 atoms when I bought it several months ago. But you can see generates cigarettes, cartons of cigarettes, cigars, and even chems like berry mentats, different other type of mentats, etc. Very nice camp reads. You can actually check out that video I made on that there a few months back. Track House by itself, 700 atoms. Farmers Market Letters, 500 atoms. And believe it or not, just word for the warning, letter kits like this, they do chew up quite a bit of the camp budget, believe it or not. Farmer's Market basket set, 300 items. I think of that entire bundle, I think I like these things the best, to be honest with you. Farmer's Market sign set, 250 items. That's not too bad, I guess. Right, special offers, the Unstoppables frame. I don't really use them myself, but I've had it for quite some time. Now, even if you play for about 5-10 minutes each day, I always recommend to come down here to the special offer section and claim your free gift or free item, whatever you want to call it. And it's usually a utility item. There's all kinds of great stuff in here. I'm not a big fan of the scrap kits myself, but we do get a free, sometimes lunch boxes are in there, etc. Sometimes improved bait. PVC curtain door, 50% off for 175 items. Pretty cool. Now just remember that doors like this, curtain doors, they don't fit on all doorways, okay? So just to be aware of that. The General Farmer Market stand. So this is the bonus item for Fallout First members only for August 2025. I did do a little video on this bad boy. You can check that out. Again, I believe it was miscellaneous structures. It is not a vendor. Doesn't require any power. Of course, it's just a display, I guess. It's just something to look at in your camp. Of course, I do have one of these at one of my camps just for mere looks, but you can check out that video if you so wish. And we do talk about this one and the ones you actually had to buy with items. Fallout First Catch-Up 1000 items, Catch-Up bundle number 15. Again, get some nice little items in there. Make sure you read the description. I think that's it. Yeah, good stuff. That's good that they changed that this section here. Usually they have the section at the very end. You had to kind of keep going. So I'm glad that they kind of do that, because a little annoying, because a lot of people kind of miss out on that stuff because they're just looking at the top, right? They just don't keep going kind of deal. And it could be easily missed. So good on them for kind of changing that, so people know that that stuff is there. So yeah, this Raider Mirelurk boil, I'll definitely be buying that. Actually, let's buy it right now, just because we can, and I'll do a little video on that a little bit later. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you get the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members: Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMe, that's me, Drew, Andrew, Confoundedbridge, Waywarner, John, DJ59, Picquerist, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson, FelixTheKat, Dan, Ferreira, Benny Bunny, AJ Folz. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.